we just went to number 3 son's school orchestra concert for Christmas, and it was pretty good. Yeah, he had a solo, and he did very well in it. And
what is this, instrument or vocal?
Instrumental, of course.
Okay.
I'm the only singer in the family. Not really. But yeah, he plays the alto saxophone, and he's pretty good. It was funny because I sat next to my daughter, who is 4, and she was really getting into it, shaking her legs and doing a little dance and stuff like that. And then she'd put her hand on the small of my back, like she was holding me while I was doing it. That's pretty funny. I ran into Matt 10.0 there. His daughter's also in the band, or the orchestra. So got a good fist bump there. Boom.
Nice.
Yeah, his son and daughter are in my D&D club. So I see the kids on Fridays. Although we have it on Fridays, and for the last 3 weeks, we've only been able to do it once because there was a snow day in there on a Friday, and then they had no school on the other Friday.
Yeah.
So we haven't met as much as we'd want to.
Yeah. Well, since you started the program to this point, and like you said, you may have had a few times you've missed or couldn't make it, but what's the attendance been like? Increasing, decreasing, remaining constant?
Well, last year we had about 15, something like that. And this year, even though we've only met a couple times, we're probably around 30.
Mercy.
Yeah. So we actually break up. When we do meet, we break up into 4 different tables, and the dads each GM a group. So and we do the same adventure as the rest, but how far they get is up to them and stuff. So it's interesting. Yeah. Most of mine are 7th graders, and they think they know everything. So
too cool for school.
Fun.
Yep, just at random moments say, "Y'all die."
Right.
And it's like, what? Wait, what? It's like, I'm the GM.
Were you not paying attention? Were you looking at the girls and boys across the other table?
Yep.
Man, I
wonder what they're doing.
Old fud.
Yeah, no kidding. Don't make me turn this game around.
Right. Get off my GM screen.
Yeah. Young whippersnappers in your D20s.
You're listening to And This Is Why I Love Comics.
Andy and Mike. Andy and Mike.
He's so tired and old.
Why am I saying this out loud?
And welcome to another episode of This Is Why I Love Comics. This is why I love D&D. I am co-host Andy.
And I'm the other co-host. On occasion, we get a third co-host, but as demonstrated last time. But this is Mike.
Yeah. And this is the holiday episode. This is the closest episode towards Christmas. Welcome. If this is your first time, please sit back and enjoy it. Give a 5-star review if you liked it that much. Even if this isn't your first time.
And if it didn't like it that much, you can still give it a 5. It doesn't cost you anything to give it 5 stars.
So this is us. We are old friends, and we're old. So we chat about comics and our lives, obviously, and all our children and wives and things that happen and go bump in the night. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. I hope you're having a great time. We do have a book that we're going to discuss a little later. And
eventually, as we always do, we wind up getting to it very much at the end of things.
Right. Decided to read Klaus for a holiday special. A Klaus, right? It's not Klaus.
Klaus.
By
Klaus.
Morrison and Dan Mora. It was 7 issues in 2015-2016, published by Boom Studios. Have we gone back to Boom a couple times now?
Yeah, they did Something's Killing the Children.
Yeah, So we're going to review that. I'm not sure how much we'll review. They have a bunch of one-shots afterwards, but I only read the first 7 issues in their first trade.
The origin story.
Right. The year 1 Claus, Santa Claus issues, and we'll get into that a little bit later. I also have planned, if we have time, to continue with our quiz that we started, I think it was New Year's. We're gonna do another 20 rounds of that.
20? Woo!
And see how good we get. And I also would like us to rank all of the books we have read, minus a few grouped together ones like the What If episode and the Christmas episode last year where we just read Santa Claus stories. But other than that, like the main headline titles that we've read in the past, I'd like them ranked 1 to 17.
Dun, dun, dun.
And see what's been bumped, moved, shaken off the charts, whatever. Maybe we, in the future we'll do a top 10 and see what drops off. Maybe that's more exciting. But right now I'd like to rank them all, since there's only 17 of them. I mean, we've done 30 episodes. This is 31. But a couple of our episodes,
like Baskin Robbins.
A couple of our episodes we did like role playing, and we did the con game with Matt 10.0. We talked about movies with Matt 2.0, and then
Kevin's
Get Off My Lawn. Yeah, new comic collecting with Kevin, who I do hope to talk to in January, and we'll catch up with him and see how he's doing. Happy holidays, Mike. How's the snow down there?
Non-existent, so that is Christmas already.
Yeah, I know it. It's been great. We had
it came down heavy right before Thanksgiving, but then after that it was like nothing.
It all melted. Even up here, yeah, we had like a week and a half of some solid snow, and then gone. 50-degree weather, and then now it's getting a little colder again, but not too bad so far. And I'm enjoying this kind of winter. I know it just means that January and early February will be really harsh and mean. And
to make up for it.
Right. So, there's no quality winter where it barely snows. I don't mind it as long as if the roads were fine. Like if we all heated roads, that'd be nice. We drew names because we draw names in my immediate family, and we each pick a child or adult to buy for rather than spend money on everybody. And we drew names a couple weeks ago, and probably no one has bought anything yet for anybody. It's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, here's a gift certificate. Here's a gift certificate. You get a gift certificate, and then one more. Here you go.
Usually, they'll come to me and say, "Hey, can I use your Amazon account or something?" And promise not to look or whatever. They want and nope, it's been crickets there, and I don't know. So we'll see how this Christmas goes. It might be open presents after Christmas. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I don't really need anything anyway, but I'm old. I buy things that I want when I want it.
People ask, what do you want for Christmas? It's like, I already bought everything that I needed or wanted. They give you something, you're like, thank you.
Right.
It's just like, but I do it to myself. It's like, I bought everything I was wanting, so it's like, oh, crap.
Exactly. Or anything that I haven't bought that I want is way expensive anyway, and it's I couldn't afford it, so I know you can't afford it. So I don't want you to buy this $200 play set for Dungeons and Dragons or something. It's like
yeah, Masters Universe. One of the toy play sets that they came out with in the 80s that you can't touch is this Eternia play set. They released a crowdfunded version of that playset now, but it's $550.
Wow.
And it's like, as much as like I can't touch the original, because I was like, now you can't get it for under $2,000 or $3,000. You can't get that playset. And I've got parts of that playset. I don't have a complete. I have parts. And when you look online, you try to find the parts that I have that are missing, it's like $80 for a single part. And you're like, oh. Yeah, it's tough to say, like, hey, you know what I could use? A playset that I can't set up, and I'll probably wind up keeping mint in box for $550. It's like, why don't you just flush $550 down the toilet and call that good?
Kind of lame, because it'd be great if I just got clothes or the things you dread as a kid. It's like, oh, give me 30 pairs of socks, so I don't run out as fast, or something lame like that.
Yeah, very practical gifts.
Right. Yeah, give me some, a Twix candy bar for life subscription, and I'd be all set. Last year we did like 20 minutes of just laughter. I think that might be why that episode is so popular, now that I think about it. But will you be my friend?
Benders.
So we haven't said that enough this year. I think we have
no.
to try harder next
That
year.
was again another gift we gave that poor man. He's off of DC finally. He moved on to other
DC.
pastures.
I'm still not collecting anything from them, but thank you for at least going in the right
stopping
direction.
that one. And thank you for being a friend.
That's right.
Again, going back to our karaoke options.
Yeah, it's been quite a year, especially for the podcast, and in real life. It's been strange and sad and fun at the same time for different reasons, of course. I mean, this is, as you get older, little kids, the time moves faster. And I know you might hear that a lot, but it's true. It's very true. You live off of your kid's age, like how much time has passed. Really weird.
Yep, they become your benchmarks.
Right.
And even your friend groups become based off of them. It's like, oh, you have a kid in kindergarten? Oh, I do too. You have a kid in 10th grade? Oh, I do too. And it's like, okay. It's like, oh, you don't understand. You don't have kids in college yet. It's like, ugh.
Right. Well, that's how I met Matt 10.0, is we had kids in the same class. And he punched me in the arm and said, hey, you like comic books? I said, yes, don't hurt me, bro. And
yeah. When he punched you, did it go pow?
Yeah.
Or blam?
Yeah.
On one of his sculptures.
We did the secret comic book handshake, and that was it.
Yep.
Now he stalks me. I'm not going to get sad because this is the Christmas episode.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to edit most of this out, and we're going to move on.
Most wonderful time of the year, Andy. Right? It is the most wonderful time of the year.
I'm trying to convince myself through conversations with my wife that we're going to try to convince me that I like Christmas, so that by next year I might be into Christmas. But we'll see.
So let me ask you this. Riddle me this, Batman. What, for me, the trigger that creates Christmas is listening to Christmas music. And that is like, I decorate the house. I can do that all the time, no problem. But it's the Christmas music part that really kind of brings it all around. What, if anything, does that for you?
I think certainly the music is a part of it, and I have some favorites that kind of get me in the spirit. Of course, I'm a big Harry Connick Jr. fan from way back, and so I kicked that Harry Connick Christmas in the old CD player or digitally.
Come on, old man.
That's right.
I pop it in an 8-track.
Spotify. I put the 8-track in.
Got my reel-to-reel
cassette tape going, and listen to
my wax cylinder.
Christmas. And that usually gets me started, and then that'll get me through the Christmas. Mostly, I think decorating is a big part of it, and I need to start decorating earlier, because we don't have a tree up yet, but we're planning on it maybe this weekend. I don't know. It's hard with two little children and running a business where we sell things, and also having three older boys. The place is small enough to where if we're working on a project or something, the place gets crowded pretty quickly, and then we have to clean that, and then it gets too tiring to actually decorate, and then we clean again the next day. It's the vicious circle of, do we have enough energy to decorate for Christmas yet? No. Okay. Tomorrow. Do we have enough energy to decorate for Christmas? No. Okay, tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're going to make time this weekend, hopefully, and get it done.
Yeah. I got one tree decorated. I have 2 more to go.
The people who have more than one tree are crazy.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. It's just something where we have plural dogs, and I just don't. We have one tree that we can sequester and close off all the doors, but you can still see it through the panes in the doorway. And so it's like, so that one's kind of like, remember in the 80s, well-to-do people would have a white room that they had all their white furniture and the really clean, don't enter that room. That's the white room. You don't walk into that room because it's meant to be, pristine at all times. And it's like, oh yeah, that's that. But I was kind of thinking we have that for the Christmas. So we have one tree that's got all of our sentimental ornaments that I know our dogs would destroy in a heartbeat. Then we have one tree that's just kind of out there in the elements for them to, if they bang into it, well, they do. They're dogs. We knowingly and willingly allowed wildlife into our home. So I really can't complain as to what might happen if, by our actions of doing that. So, and then we have other trees that we have 3-foot trees that we set up on tables that are out of range.
Yeah. That's what we were talking this year, is maybe because our tree that we have is looking pretty thin now. It's a fake tree, of course, with my allergies, and just over the years, the branches just seem to wilt a little bit, and, you can't adjust them quite as well or fluff them up. So I think it's on its last trunk, and probably need a new one. But I don't want to go out and buy one yet. So we may just do a half a tree somewhere. Or,
half a tree, like the front half or the back half?
Yeah, we're just going to cut it right down the middle. And,
vertically.
Yeah. But I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. As obviously as I have not started even trying to decorate. And I was going to sneeze right there, but I pushed through.
Man, that's podcasting. That's podcasting.
Oh, no. We haven't talked about Star Wars in a long time.
Nope, I had to throw that one in.
And I'm almost through Andor. And
I haven't even watched it.
I must be honest. I think it's one of the best things they've ever done. Do you know why? It's got no lightsabers, no use of the Force. It's just espionage, and it's just
drama.
Stuff and drama. Now, it's not perfect. There's some things I went, what? And then moved on. But that's
just
every
shake your head.
Thing.
Yep.
So.
Now, did they give him a name based off of whether or not he had one or more people with him?
Yes, yep. He's or. He said that a lot when he was a baby, so that's what they named him.
Yeah. You by yourself? Yep.
He was raised by droids who would give him 2 options.
Yeah. They were not a very good improv group with their yes ands.
Right, yes.
And then it was like, no, and or? Oh, no, it's yes and.
How they deal with the Imperial side and don't make them look dumb or anything. Like, they're calculating bad guys and calculating good guys, quote unquote rebels. and they're both kind of just trying to play this chess game of, who can catch who first. And it's pretty interesting.
I got you.
I got you. No, I got you first.
Hello, Siegfried. Hello, Ryan.
Anyway, that's our Star Wars talk. Thanks for coming tonight, and we'll see ya. Chicken for letting us use your music throughout the year. We appreciate it, and I'm glad that the contract got renewed for next year.
Yeah, we haven't made any jokes about their name.
Right.
We talk about their.
We've stopped calling you other names.
Yep.
And we promise we won't do that ever again. Wink, wink.
Yeah. No one will suspect.
Quiz is from usefultrivia.com still. And believe it or not, I've had this link open for over a year on my phone.
I knew this day would come. I would need it.
Windows on my Safari, and
as you just eventually scroll back over decades. Holy crap! Why do I still have this?
We're on question 21. It's even on that question.
Yeah, it's like, it still has your AOL sign in.
Right.
That's one of your open windows.
I'm hoping when I click on it, it won't kick me out and
this quiz is no longer valid.
Right, this is moved. Your link is no longer established. But we'll try this out, and I'm gonna ask the question to you, Mike.
To me?
To
Or
you.
our dear listeners. I'll give them a 3-second pause like Dora the Explorer. What do you think?
Ding! When the bell chimes, answer your question. Question 21.
I win.
From Useful Trivia. Thank you, Useful Trivia. What member of the Inhumans did Johnny Storm date? Was it Luna Maximoff, Sapphirus, Medusa, or Crystal?
Yeah, it was Crystal.
It was Crystal. Let's hear
Let me
it
tell
again.
you, I gotta tell you a quick side story because this is so. So a coworker is expecting their first kid, and they know it's a girl. So they're like trying to anticipate, well, what do we do, and trying to come up with names. And he found that there is a website that has the names based off of how likely they'll become a stripper. And the internet has everything. But said that through this site he was able to and instead of a lot of them that have names based off of what is that called, stones, or not geography, what is it called?
Geocrystals, I don't know.
Yeah, but the main thing is it is geology. That's it. Geological context is so crystal, diamond, sapphire. Yeah. So apparently Johnny Storm dated an Inhuman stripper.
Not surprising. Comic book of all time, according to Useful Trivia.
With Jim Lee.
75.
Oh, go ahead.
When he died. Amazing
right.
Spider-Man 583. Wow,
What?
X-Men number 1. And Batman 428.
I'm going to go with X-Men number 1.
In
Terrible
1991, Marvel rebooted the X-Men with 4 variant covers that sold over 8.1 million copies, making it the best-selling comic book of all time.
Dun, dun, dun. And they're all in quarter bins right now.
Right. Some are...
Do they still have quarter bins?
They're dollar bins now, or $2 bins probably now.
Dang it, inflation.
Let's see. Question 23. What German-American psychiatrist warned in a 1954 book that comic books were a serious cause of juvenile delinquency. Carl Jaspers,
Sounds right.
Werner Hyde,
That sounds right.
Detlev Plug,
Sounds right.
or Frederick Wertham.
I'm going to go with the last one.
Werther's original, Frederick Wertham.
Yep. Have a pocket full of psychology.
In his
Grandpa loves
1954 book, Seduction of the Innocent German-American Frederick Wertham warned that comic books were a serious cause of blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you got it right so far.
Yep. My education wasn't a warrior's. Complete waste.
Well, I mean, your high school one maybe was.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you geology, but I could tell you the exact German author's name.
Geology.
No, it was bad. It's like, how stupid are you? Duh, I don't remember. Remember school is. Isn't he a wrestler?
Okay. Number 24. Who is Plastic Man's sidekick?
Oh, crap. Yeah, I know exactly what he looks like, but I'm trying to remember what his name is. Go ahead, hit it.
Bucky Barnes,
Pass.
Dum Dum Dugan,
No.
Woozy Winks, or Gummy Boy.
Oh, Woozy. Woozy Winks it is.
Certainly Woozy Winks.
For the win.
Yes, he's Wolfgang Woozy Winks. First appearance in 1942. Woozy saves a wizard from drowning and is rewarded with a spell that causes the forces of nature to protect him wherever he is in danger. Later stories ignore that ability. And Woozy simply became his assistant. Nice. I like that superpower.
You know, I've saved a lot of wizards over my days, and I never was granted that kind of a power.
I know, that'd be perfect.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Question 25. What superhero team has She-Hulk not been a member of?
Oh, dang, she gets around.
Avengers, Fantastic Four, Guardians of the Galaxy, or S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I'm going to go off the board and say Defenders.
Meh.
How about the third one, Guardians of the Galaxy? I'm going to try that.
And the answer is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh,
She's
wonderful.
also a member for Heroes for Hire, the Defenders.
Oh, crap, good thing I didn't go off the board. I didn't realize that she was part of the Defenders.
It says it is. I don't remember that, but
Well,
good job
part of the
so far.
Secret Defenders.
Everyone correct so far.
Man,
How do you do it, Mike?
it's drugs. I just tap full
Just
into it.
heavily medicated.
Yeah, I've dropped the knowledge of my child's birth in order to retain comic book trivia.
What is the name of Doctor Strange's home in
Sanctum.
Greenwich Village? Is it called
you say
the Dartmoor? The Bowery? The Salem Center? And the Sanctum Sanctorum?
Well, I'm going to go with the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Yeah, you're right. Well done. Excelsior.
True believers.
Number 27, what color was the Hulk?
Me read good.
Read special. What color was the Hulk when he was originally introduced? Red, green, purple, gray.
Chartreuse. Hey, there it is.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
No, Slugbug. No, it was, he was the, ever-loving gray.
He was gray because he wanted a color that wouldn't suggest any ethnic group, but colorist Stan Goldberg had problems with the gray coloring, resulting in different shades of gray and even green in the first issue. The Hulk's color was subsequently changed to a more manageable green And the original color was explained away as a second Hulk persona.
I like that the colors. He was like, oh, I can't think of any other color that I could make that wouldn't be racist, and that somehow green wasn't the first thing he went with.
Right. Yeah.
Like what race is he thinking that green was going to be even close to an option?
Right. Yeah. Oh, I can't use green. Number 28. What was the first comic book to feature a recurring character? Has a lot of names in it. It's let's see. Here's your choices.
Okay.
The History de Vic Wolf. The Ali Sloper's Half Holiday. The Adventures of Tintin. And Max and Maurice.
Man, I wish it was Tintin. I wouldn't say Tintin because I just like that comic.
Yeah, let's talk about Tintin.
Denied.
It is Ali Sloper's Half Holiday.
Not to be confused with Ollie Hop Noodle's Haven of Bliss, if you're a Gene Shepherd fan.
It was first published in May 3rd, 1884.
Oh, I've got 4 of those copies just lying around.
Ali Sloper, a blustery, lazy schemer often found sloping through alleys to avoid his landlord and other creditors, and considered by most comic historians to be the first comic strip magazine to feature a recurring character. I thought it was High and Lois.
I could see that.
Or Beetle Bailey.
Yeah, it can't be Family Circus. Not me. I didn't know.
So, question 29. Captain
Cruising.
Leonard Mackenzie fathered what superhero?
Dang. That's kind of a personal thing, isn't it?
Right? How do we know? Was there a DNA test?
So, yeah, they do some sort of paternity thing. He was on Maury.
Yep.
You are the father. Ah, scandal.
Was it War Machine,
Okay.
the Punisher, Namor, or Captain America?
I'm going to say Captain America because that sounds like it should be a Captain America kind of thing.
No.
Dadgummit.
It was Namor. After Princess Fen of Atlantis, after Mira mated with a human sea captain, Leonard Mackenzie, she gave birth to the first human Atlantean hybrid, Namor, the Submariner.
Submariner? Did you ever call him Submariner as a kid?
Yeah, probably the first 10 years of my life.
What's a submarine with an at the end of it? So it's a submarine.
Why doesn't the Submariner have a shirt on?
Yeah. Oh, he's got nipples.
You said that's
Scandal.
I know it. It's a scandal you said that on our podcast. You said that word.
Yeah, we're going to have to bleep that out. He's got
nipples.
Nipples. It's a little nipply out there. I mean, nippy out there. That's what I meant to say. I'm out for a little
30. Nip. Which nipples of the following nipples was not a founding nipple member of the X-Men? Which of the following heroes was not a founding member of the X-Men?
That guy.
Oh, this is so easy. It's like they
think it's
these.
Yeah, tailor-made for my intelligence level.
Wolverine, Marvel Girl, Iceman, Beast, Juggernaut, the ever-love-eyed, one-eyed thing. I don't know, what is it? The ever-loving...
Oh, man.
What is it? The Beast and Santa Claus.
It depends if you're like what X-Men timeline.
Right.
Because I think in several of them they had Wolverine as like one of the founding members of it.
I know in the cartoons they do.
Yeah. So, but it would be Wolverine.
Correct. It was Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Beast, and Angel and Iceman. Wolverine didn't join until 1975.
Iceman cometh. Flavors.
This is interesting.
I'm with you.
I don't know it. Okay, what is Zeitgeist's superpower? He can vomit on command. He can eat anything. He can yell really loud. Or he can change colors.
he can vomit on command.
You're correct. He appeared in X-Force.
X-Force.
116.
Boom, boom, boom.
And Vomit Acid. I had no clue who that is.
Yeah, that was during the Peter Milligan, Mike Allred era.
Okay. Then I have a
very
little
good
more
run
for that.
Very good run.
This next question is a gimme, but what is She-Hulk's day job?
What kind of job? What?
Day job. Was she a stripper, a lawyer, a scientist, an engineer?
Lawyer by day, streetwalker by night. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, lawyer.
You're correct. What newspaper does Peter Parker work for? Daily Globe, Daily Bugle, Daily Planet, Daily News.
And the Daily Show. I'm going to say the Daily Bugles.
Right? I don't remember these being so easy.
For me, they knew it was me. They knew it was Christmas, and they knew that I needed this win.
So this is Christmas.
Oh, man. I still think about that song going like, there could not have been a more depressing Christmas song than what he did. And it's like, terrible song.
No, I mean, when I worked in retail, I remember having a conversation with my buddy. And we were both saying that Christmas songs are the most depressing songs on the planet because we heard them all day long, every day at work. And it was, I'm sorry, your father died in a car crash.
Yeah.
You can't make it home for Christmas.
In my dreams, or in your dreams.
And it was just, we were weeping by the end of the day.
Yeah.
And that's why I hate Christmas.
Yep. Hey, especially last Christmas.
Right?
Hey, guess what happened last Christmas? Gave
it away?
Yeah. But this year, guess what I'm going to do?
Find another one?
Yeah. And I'm going to give it to someone special.
Right? Is this all Marvel questions?
It's seeming to be that way
Yeah,
so
sure
far.
Is.
Although you did talk about Allie Floppers, or whatever that guy's name was.
Allie McBeal, right.
Yeah.
Question 34. Where is Moria McTaggart's mutant research lab located?
That'd be Scotland.
Too bad that's not one of the answers.
Dang. Wasn't it? Oh, okay,
Genosha, Salem Center, Darkmoor, or Muir Island?
I was going to say Muir Island.
You are correct. Off the northwest coast of Scotland. She originally created the facility to help her son, Kevin.
Kevin! Again, hey, there's a good Christmas reference.
Yeah.
Home Alone.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh.
We talked about this last time.
Yeah.
We got into a fight over Die Hard.
No.
But
now,
let's go on.
Now the new one, Batman Returns. That's the best Christmas movie of all time. It's got the same level of Christmas activity as Die Hard does. So I might as well call it the best one. Because that's the one that Batman blows people up with a smile.
Right.
He threw that grenade in that clown's pants and just walked away. He's like, yep.
Who wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah.
Question 35. We only have 5 more questions to go, Mike.
We can do it!
Why did Michael Jackson try to buy Marvel Comics in the 90s?
No, so that he could play Spider-Man. Go ahead.
He wanted to sell all the characters. They wouldn't let him write comics. He wanted to publish a Michael Jackson comic. Or he wanted to play Spider-Man in a movie.
No, I'm going to go with that last one. I want to play Spider-Man's in a
I
movie.
didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, that's one way to do it. Just flat out buy it. And then I can do whatever I want with them.
Yeah, that's what Elon Musk does.
Yep. If you
Number
can't
20
beat them, just buy them.
Number 36. Patrick O'Brien, a co-patriot of yours, is the secret identity of what superhero? Dead Man,
Irish
Plastic
God.
Man, Phantom Stranger, or Captain Adam?
I'm going to say Dead Man.
I already know you're wrong.
Oh, dang it.
It is Plastic Man.
Quack, quack,
It's
quack.
Patrick O'Brien. And what's his sidekick's name?
Oh, crap.
Wizzy-
Wizzy Woos.
Woozy.
Woozy. I'm so woozy.
Exactly. Hey, Mike.
feeling
what was the
woozy.
first graphic novel?
First graphic novel.
Here's your graphic novel.
The Fragile Comics.
Was it Black Mark, the Mind Demons?
Oh,
Was
Mentok,
it
the Mind Taker.
Watchmen? Was it A Contract with God? Or The New Mutants?
It would be Will Eisner's A Contract with God.
Although the precursors can be traced back as far as 1828, most comics historians agree that the first real graphic novel was Will Eisner's A Contract with God and Other Tenement Stories. Published
There
in
we go.
1978.
A very good year.
That's
That was the year that Superman, the movie, came out. You'll believe a man can fly.
An altered time.
Can you read my mind?
What color underwear am I wearing?
Lois, smoking's
Not
bad for
wearing
you.
any underwear.
Oh, Superman! Woo!
That's
He's supposed to be a
entirely
Boy
different
Scout.
movie.
Chicka chicka wow wow.
You have lead underwear. Led them to me, that is.
Ah, dang!
Oh, yeah, high five.
Woohoo!
Anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody.
On that note,
Supervillain is the half-brother of the Chameleon. Huh. Sandman, Kraven the Hunter, Electro, or the Shocker?
I'm going to say Craven. Because we just talked about Craven and his last hunt.
I didn't know he was his half-brother. Frequent
What?
nemesis of Spider-Man, the half-brother of Dmitry Smerdakov, better known as the Chameleon.
Ah, dang.
Did you know Kraven dies in the acclaimed 1987 storyline by J.M. DeMatteis, Mike Zack, and Bob McLeod? Kraven's
McLeod.
last hunt.
Man, we should read that sometime.
Yeah, episode 29, I believe.
Dear listeners.
Yeah.
I like. Hey,
Editor's
that's
note.
like an editor's note. Yeah, I was just about to say. If you look in the bottom corner of this portion of the podcast, it'll say editor's note reference. True believer.
Question 39. What is Kitty Pryde's superpower?
That she's a delight on the eyes.
Oh, yeah. She can transform into a wolf. She has a way with words. She hates Professor X.
That's every character.
She has probability altering powers.
Scarlet.
Or she can walk through
Actually, that's
walls.
a long shot. Oh, she can turn back
I
time.
know you know.
Walking through them their walls.
All right, question 40. Last one for the evening and the year.
Dun, dun, dun. Let's wrap it up on a high note.
Right?
Did you like anything Jim Starlin had written?
Yes. No.
Trick question.
What does the K in MODOK stand for?
Oh, man.
Is it Knight, King, Knowledge, or Killing?
I think it's killing. I do feel like it's killing.
You're right.
Yes, I ended on a good one.
MODOK is a mental, mobile, mechanized organism designed only for killing. And somehow that's an acronym for MODOK.
Moda.
Well, it should be MODO for killing. Yeah.
And there's a
was-
silent P to start it all.
And that was trivia. So I'll keep that link for next year.
Yeah. Yeah. The last trivia question is, I couldn't find anything about DSA.
Right.
Who knew?
Klaus, a fictional superhero, according to Wikipedia, created by writer Grant Morrison and artist Dan Mora. You know, I didn't really consider him a superhero. He's more just of a character who is more of like a woodsman.
Yeah.
A superhero. Perhaps a barbarian type character.
Yeah, in the same way that Conan or Kull the Conqueror or Stalker or any of those, sword and sandal type characters would be considered a superhero.
Yeah. So far, I've liked everything Boom Studios has made.
Yes.
But will I like Klaus?
Would this be on your naughty or nice list?
Right. Spelled Klaus, Klaus. First written in 2015 and 2016. Grant Morrison keeps coming up in the podcast. He's the most frequent writer we've talked about. Not on purpose, but we've just been picking stuff. And apparently, he's done a lot of stuff.
That he has. He's prolific, I will give him that.
He is. This is probably the most simplistic thing he's written. It didn't need a dictionary and a thesaurus and
yes.
To understand. It was pretty straightforward. I didn't realize I was getting into the description of it, but hey, Coach, we're going to spoil it, so if you haven't read it, don't listen.
Well, listen anyway, but just know that we're going to talk about it.
Right.
Don't scare the people away, Eddie. Don't do that.
So it's a retelling of Santa Claus, if you didn't know. And was, in my opinion, he was okay.
Yeah. I liked it, but here was a little bit of a different take on it. So back many years back now, I had worked on a toy line based off of the Rankin Bass Santa Claus is Coming to Town. So did action figures, did little figurines, did play sets,
I want to be a dentist.
Oh, that's the Rudolph one. This is the one with it's one foot in front of the other.
Is that what the Meister Burger?
Exactly. Yep. And it has Mickey Rooney doing the voice of Santa Claus. And so I had done the toy line. So in order to do this, you watch the movie over and over and over. And I was completely immersed in that film in order to mix in. I had enough for the figures and the play sets and so forth. And it was really fun. But reading this, I saw a tremendous amount of similarities between Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Rankin Bass, and this comic series, this origin story. Because it's like from the Burgermeister, who has evil intention and hates toys, and the librarian lady who was in town that Santa falls in love with, and the need to figure out ways to deliver toys so as not to get them caught.
And wait, you're telling me this was just a retelling of the Rankin Bass?
I kind of feel as if it is. It is kind of a comic book spin, and I think it was one of those things where it's like how you avoid copyright laws. If you change 60% of the content, it's considered yours, and I think that's kind of what happened. Yeah, I mean, right down to the Burgermeister Meisterburger had a lackey, and who ultimately wasn't that bad, and then that one had like a robot, this evil horse like robot thing that was the dread that came upon and chased Santa off. In this one, Krampus makes an appearance and does likewise. So there's a remarkable amount of, even like the city that was devoid of cheer and happiness.
Grimsby.
Yeah, yep. And it was like, and even the town wasn't just devoid of it, it was recently devoid of happiness and cheer. And the same thing here. And in the Rankin Bass, it was like there were toy makers, but the Burgermeister and Meisterburger tripped on a toy and then hated toys and outlawed them. So it is stunningly similar, but art and writing were enjoyable. The only thing that was kind of new was the trippy hallucination moments and some of the blood. That wasn't in the Rankin Bass either.
I mean, he had a sword.
Yeah, that he did.
Yeah, he was more of like a woodsman,
Yep.
barbarian type character. You mentioned the art. For the most part, I enjoyed the art. It was kind of imagey to me, like
Not as crosshatchy, but very...
Not crosshatchy, but it just seemed like early 90s Image comic in some panels. But it was much better done than any of those.
Yeah, I will say this... Dan Morrow does an amazing job by really engaging in background art in order to give you a sense of place, which is the exact opposite of what Image Comics was like, backgrounds? We don't need no stinking backgrounds.
Yeah, I take that
Well, let's just color something blue. This is like, this guy, every panel almost had intricate sense of backgrounds and consistent backgrounds, so you felt that there was a world that these people inhabited.
I did think the art, as the series got on, got a little worse. Like the first issue was beautiful.
Yeah.
And then afterwards it downgraded a little bit.
Yeah, and I think it's the curse of the monthly publications.
Right. Deadline approaching.
Yep. Gotta turn this around.
And at times I thought Santa or Klaus kind of looked like Jesus a little bit,
Yeah, an allegory, you think?
Probably. But, I mean, not directly, but some of the panels I thought, when he's got his hair down a little bit, it looked like...
Yeah, very Caucasian.
Yeah.
Jewish.
I don't think it introduced much new things, but it was a creative retelling. Now you tell me it wasn't a creative retelling. It was just retelling a cartoon from our past. So now I'm having to rethink all that, because I'll be honest, I didn't think of that at all. But then again, it's been a long time since I've seen those.
Yeah, that was one of the lesser ones. I mean, people will go like, "Oh, Rankin Bass. Oh yeah, I remember Rudolph. I remember Frosty. I remember Heat Miser and Cold Miser. Is that one?" It's like, no, that's a year without a Santa Claus.
She thinks I'm cute.
Yes. Yeah, Bumbles bounce. But the Santa Claus is coming to town. The most famous one is like, that 1 foot in front of the other. He'll be walking out the door. Yeah, and the Meister Burger, just the ridiculousness was great too. But it had some really fun moments in that one as well. The animation's pretty solid. They had gotten themselves into a pretty good routine and rhythm at that point. But yeah, the follow-up, I believe, was the Year Without a Santa Claus, because Mickey Rooney returns as the voice of Santa Claus. But the hosts, Rankin Bass really loved the hosts. So like Burl Ives was Sam the Snowman and Rudolph. Yeah. But in this one, it was Fred Astaire was the postman that helped deliver Santa's letters at the beginning. He sang the song, and as he was like delivering the mail through the credits, and then everything you could possibly ask about Santa Claus, they found a way to have it covered. And, this did very much in a similar thing, even down to the fact that Klaus was found as an orphan. Here, it was in the clutches of a frozen mother that they pulled the body of Klaus from as an infant. In Santa Claus is Coming to Town, he is dropped off at the front step of a house full of tiny elves. Dingle, Kringle, and they were all named something Kringle, and that's where Kris Kringle. They only had a necklace that said Kris, and that's where the name Kris Kringle came from, because he was raised by the Kringle elves.
He's got Buddy on his underwear.
Hey, buddy.
It must be Buddy.
Good luck finding your dad, buddy. Thanks,
Hi,
Mr.
buddy.
Norwell.
Hope you find your dad.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Mr. Norwell.
Now that's what gets me into the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, that movie. Every time, man, from that point on, whenever I was in New York, it's like you see cabs everywhere. It's like, oh, those yellow ones don't stop.
Yeah.
The best cup of coffee ever.
You did it! Congratulations! If you see gum on the subway, it's not free gum. Don't eat it.
The fact that he did, though, I mean, it's like one of those like pre-production things. Did they clean that handrail? Did they place that gum themselves, or did they just
new handrail?
I know it's like a stunt rail or something like that, where he's like, we just put this one up.
Did you get your rabies shot?
Oh man, yeah. He's probably immune to everything right now because of that. It's like you just got like a dose of a very strong penicillin off of all the gum you just chewed. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah. So, spoiler alerts, if you haven't watched Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Or Elf.
Or Elf at this point, yeah. Back to Claus, our regularly scheduled comic book.
You like this story?
I did. I really did. I liked the story. Like you said, it was a very linear story. It had some trippy moments. It kind of used the, natural phenomenon like the Aurora Borealis. And that made a little bit of like, there's magic in it. And so it was a good mix of medieval with a little bit of magic, with a little bit of, Christmas traditions that we now just take and, in trying to explain Santa in his own way and how he became immortal. And, there wasn't any reindeer. I will say that I was a little disappointed in that.
Not one. Although I think the wolves were cooler.
Yeah, there was definitely an
Santa
upgrade.
Have a group of wolves that fly around. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. It's like, it's the difference between driving like a muscle car and driving a Honda Accord. Right. Reindeer, Honda Accord.
Yeah, the only reindeer was taken down by him and the
yeah. Yeah, that joint effort.
For food.
Yeah. So I liked it. I liked the somewhat of the redemption arc that the female lead and the boy, her son, had. Liked the introduction of the Krampus type character. It pulled a lot of classic tropes in it, and I think to me, what makes Christmas Christmas is tradition. And I'm gonna go all Fiddler on the Roof, and say, it is tradition. And
if I were a rich man, ladle.
Yeah. It's the traditions that we all share that makes Christmas this universal experience. And what makes this comic work is playing off these traditions. This like writing letters to Santa, wishing for good things, and that he only appears to good boys and girls, and he only comes once a year. And how is it that he's able to travel the world and so forth? And it's just all these things that we took, and everybody has that universal, and going back to the word zeitgeist, it's in the popular zeitgeist that people know these traditions, that this character, they like lead up to a thing, they show that thing, and you go, oh, that was kind of clever because I know what that was ultimately referencing. And so that helped a lot. And that's why I liked the story. It just kind of built off of that, this constant like, oh yeah, this is all in the north. This is all wintertime. It's, a very little daylight and that time of the year. And that there's this, he is the good, which is the opposite of the bad. And so, the mythos of Santa being for good boys and girls, and Krampus is the one for bad boys and girls, plays into that as well. So, like I said, the Aurora Borealis and all the Northern Lights are magical beings from another world. It's like, that was a nice added twist to it.
As the story progressed, I enjoyed it more. Like the beginning, I thought it's okay, and then as it went on, although I think the art decreased a little bit, I thought the story, like you said, there was additional things and traditions and ideas that he cleverly fit in, as Grant Morrison does.
Yes.
And I enjoyed it more towards the end than I did at the beginning. I was confused by this letter writing. Like, was there a different Klaus before him? And then, like, how did that play into it? Like, the Yuletide, they called it the Yuletide party or whatever it was, the sacred holiday. I guess that meant there was this Santa prior to him. Like the timeline thing confused me a little bit, and I'm sure there's 4 other one shots to this. And
yeah, it probably elaborates. Please elaborate.
Yeah, so maybe they touch upon it later on.
Yeah. Yeah, because I fully agree on that one too. Because there was because I was going to start referencing Santa. It's like, how did that happen?
Right. Yep.
And it's like, maybe there was some previous myth that he fulfilled, or that there was a bit of and maybe he was doing this intentionally because he too grew up in this town and knew of the town's traditions, and he just acted them out. So there could be a lot of things, or he fulfilled, like I said, the prophecies.
He's the chosen one.
Yeah, I got the high ground.
You got the high ground. Too bad.
You're freaking Jedis. There is no high ground. You can float, for heaven's sake. You can.
But that part confused me, not the Star Wars part. That was awesome. But the Klaus one confused me a little bit. I thought the bad guy was more like a Mordred kind of, versus King Arthur.
Yeah.
Thing where he was kind of this little scrawny villain.
The Grima worm tongue.
Yes, exactly. That's great. And but I did like, as the story progressed, there was this other creature whispering to him and ask you to get out. I was expecting more from Grant Morrison. This was just kind of laying the foundation to the character, and so I was a little disappointed there wasn't more trippy stuff. Now, I mean, the alien Aurora Borealis creature spirits, I mean, they were weird, but I don't even think they were that weird compared to other stuff that
we've encountered. Yeah, that he could have included.
The cosmic sleigh was weird. So he added some nice touches. I love the wolves. I love the art. Dan Mora can sure draw some cool wolves and evil-looking, ferocious things.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, he really kept that feel to that town as if it was all consistent. It didn't feel like, what's this modern building doing here? Or what's this, you have cobblestone on everything else, or these like field stones, but then like the next thing is like brick or anything like that. It all felt very, very consistent, and it's tough to find somebody who can draw that much with a consistent feel. Like, his pine trees look like pine trees, his mountains feel like mountains, his buildings feel like true structures. He really knows how to do backgrounds. And that makes the characters feel more believable and more alive because of it. Because it's a lot, like myself included. I love drawing people, but crap, don't make me draw the difference between a maple tree and an oak tree, or anything like that. It's like, nope, don't want to do it. Even his dungeon walls felt like a dungeon wall. It helped solidify things better, I think.
Yeah, I felt some Art Adams influence on some of this art, and to me that just thrills me because Art Adams is incredible. So
yeah,
but I saw some panels. I thought that's an Art Adams. So I can't complain too much. We haven't talked a lot about Art Adams, but he's one of the highlights of our era of comics.
Oh yeah, the original crosshatch.
Yeah, it's still amazing. That I've seen.
Solid.
He doesn't get hired enough, but probably because he's slower?
Probably. Yeah, you don't see him on, like, regular titles. Which makes you wonder. It's like, yeah, you can get paid a decent rate for covers, but, is that enough to live on?
Probably.
Yeah. If you're Art Adams, you probably could.
Right. Yeah, and he was, I imagine he wasn't, with the amount of work that he produced, he probably wasn't as quick, even in his youth. So,
yeah.
Now that he's a little older, I'm sure he's not gotten faster.
You want to go faster?
Faster? Now, I don't want to get, into the page by page of Klaus. I don't think we need to.
No, it's just basically it's an origin story. There's the antagonist is they grew up together, basically. Kind of the Thor and Loki. Thor being the good guy. Here it's Klaus and Loki being the bad guy, and it's the Baron. And then, the Baron is wanting the ultimate power and is willing to make that happen through making a deal with this otherworldly being that turns out to be Krampus.
Girl that
they all loved.
Yeah.
And then Klaus gets thrown into exile. Through nefarious means of the Baron, and then Klaus comes back, finds that the town isn't the same as he left it, and makes every effort to return it to its state of what it once was.
Yeah, I like all the townsfolk were being told to work in the mines and work, like the coal mines, but they were, the nefarious plan was to dig further and further till the Balrog came out, and
they delved too deep.
And I did like that inclusion. It made the town feel empty, sad, and then you saw the mine, and you just kind of felt like, and through some of the dialogue, how desperate and tired these people were, and ready to rebel. It was a nice little storyline that the town had.
Yeah, it gave a little bit more of a darker, like what made them miserable, but also helped make the villain more nefarious because there was an ulterior, like what was he doing? What was the beyond wearing out the villagers, it was to raise or release this evil entity. So it was a 2-for-1.
Boy, can he take some arrows to the body and still survive? Like any other person would be down and out and dead, but Klaus, he's kind of immortal now. He even talks about it a little bit, how the spirits have given him immortality and apparently quick healing too. For Klaus, he was amazed, and they even showed like a Aragorn montage at the end of the book where he stays young and and everybody around him gets older, including his love of his life, and she eventually dies. Spoiler alert, but and he's middle age, and the book ends with him, promising to come back once a year to the town and going to explore the world. And I'm sure have many more adventures and one-shots every year on Christmas. So, I mean, it sets up a lot, and it's got a lot of potential. I hope they're not all kind of like this. I definitely, there's the word. Add that to your chart.
Yep.
Count
if
it
you
out.
were the betting person, take a note of the time and see who was closest to
You
when
said
he
over
finally
100 by episode 31. You are correct. They definitely. I mean, overall, I'm not going to rank it because that's what we're going to do next. But it wasn't my favorite. It's not even in my top 1 or 2. But I enjoyed it more than some of the things we've read, and I like the art a lot. Here's what I was going to say: is this book, unlike some of the other things we've read, made me want to at least explore another trade or two on this and see where it goes.
Yeah,
and I'm going to read some more. So it didn't stop me from enjoying it or want to know more. Unlike, I don't know, say Infinity Gauntlet or The Boys. I don't,
Amazing Wolfman.
Amazing, right? Propeller Man. Oh, actually, Propeller Man. I'm gonna give a review next time. That's how I'll start the new year.
Yes.
Propeller Man, and how great it is compared to Klaus. Okay, I'm glad I read it. Like, this is my first time reading it, and honestly, it's other than a few months ago when you brought this up, I had never heard of it, and didn't know it existed. Missed my radar, and came out. Let's see, it was 2015. That's probably why I didn't know much about it, because it was too new. One thing about Boom Studios is I haven't disliked too much. No, I'm not gonna rank it. Don't do it. I won't rank it. No, don't.
You can't make me.
Yeah, now I'm Gollum talking to myself. No.
It's Trixie. This comic is.
He led you here. He likes it. But I'll let you know where I rank it coming up in the next segment of the show. Is there anything else you want to say about Klaus, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. It definitely fit into probably more than I was anticipating. Perfect time of the year to read it. It's kind of like one of these that I will watch movies because it's a Christmas tradition. And one of them is the He-Man She-Ra Christmas special. Absolutely, utterly terrible. But it is a tradition that I will watch that movie every year. And it feels like this could be a tradition that I would probably read this story around this time of year.
To your kids by a campfire?
Yeah, it's like, okay, little ones, let's gather around.
Was the night before Christmas, and Klaus was in the house.
Klaus was dead. That is for certain. For the story to make sense. I can't remember how that whole thing goes, but yeah, reading the Charles Dickens as well. Christmas Carol. Marley was dead. It's like, that's a great way to start a Christmas story.
It is.
According to Dickens, it is.
Right.
That's a Dickens.
So that was our review of Klaus.
Yep.
By Boom Studio. I would even say you should go out and read it and let us know what you think. Book rankings. All right, Mike. I'm not counting anything one-shotty or our Santa books or anything we reviewed slightly but not really, like Wonder Woman
Yeah. Where...
Titles of the 30 episodes that we've done that covered a book. 1 being the best, 17 being, we should have done something else.
Yeah. We don't want listeners not to listen to it because we do have some choice words about a lot of these.
We can't like them all, and let's be honest. And if we all just said, hey, that was another great book, this would be very boring to listen to.
Yeah.
So we like, and
we're
we
no
don't always
tools.
agree on what we like, which is I like. So I would like to start at the bottom of the list.
Yep, scraping the bottom is...
Scrape the bottom. It's actually the easiest. You know,
the lowest hanging fruit.
Yeah, here's the thing I found out is like the top 5 were easy and the bottom 5 were easy. It's that middle area again where it's like any given day I'd say this one was above that one.
Yeah.
So it this might change a little bit. It might not. Those who are playing at home, please get your list out and let us know what your list consisted of based on what we read.
I think your bottom 3 might match my bottom 3.
Okay. Maybe not though. But here, okay, I'll just do my bottom 3. We'll make this a little faster. And I'll put them in order of...
Perhaps 17, 16, 15. Yep,
17, 16, 15. 17 was Craven's Last Hunt for me. Just didn't enjoy it. It's recent, so I kind of felt like it's at the bottom. Now, given another year, it might edge up a bit. My number 16 was The Boys. Because, didn't care for it.
Yeah.
And 15 was Infinity Gauntlet. Because
wow.
Starlin. Yeah. Even though George Perez was the artist for Infinity Gauntlet,
some of it.
For some of it. And I like the other artists too.
17, 16, 15. Yeah. 2 fell in there, but not in the same order. Number 17, Infinity Gauntlet was infinitively bad. And then number 16, Secret of the Wars. That one was right up there.
2 big Marvel events you've crossed off.
Oh yeah, pow pow. That's a 1-2 punch. And then number 15 was The Boys.
I wanted more out of it, but not that much, like not as much as they gave. I wish
And boy, did they ever give.
Yeah, I'm going to go 14 for me was One Punch Man because I didn't get...
You didn't get it.
And it was repetitive. And I think for stuff like that, if I jump in, like if it's 32 issues, if I jump like in the middle, I might start enjoying it more because it's getting into the meat of the story. But just the bare minimum start of this story was just the same over and over. And I understand how it started and all that, so I can't really blame people who like it and who've stuck with it, but it just was not fun for me to read, and I would never go back to it. It's for sale at a local shop.
You can have the very issue he read for the podcast. Mine was Q at number 14.
Okay. All right.
I put it that far down.
I'm surprised it's that far down, and I'm more surprised that mine isn't... Did I forget Chew on my list? Oh, I did. There's 18 books.
Yeah, we just did 18, so I didn't put Klaus in my list.
Okay, so Chew, just wasn't it. 13 for me was Secret Wars.
I had Hawkeye.
You had Hawkeye?
Yep.
Okay, man, you're crushing Marvel there.
Yeah, I mean we read quite a few Marvel, but for some reason that Hawkeye series just was milquetoast. Nothing really major happened, nothing minor. It was just that. It was kind of like watching your kids go to school on a school bus.
Well, I like that series a lot more than you. Chew is now my number 12. It could easily have gone lower in my numbers if I'd remembered to put it in there. I think it's lucky that it's at 12 right now.
Yeah, so my 12 was Craven. Yeah, that it was down there, but I felt like Craven was a pinch better than Hawkeye. I think it was more due to the fact that it was Mike Zeck's art that saved Craven, and that there was a hint of like they tried to do something big, where Hawkeye was just kind of like, nah, let's test the waters.
Number 11 was Klaus, what we just read.
Oh wow, you didn't make the top 10.
In my middle area, it could easily have gone up and down. I enjoyed it enough.
Yeah, you just watch Santa Claus is Coming to Town after you've read Claus and go, that box is checked. That box is checked. Oh, even that box got checked. Yeah. My number 11 was Cosmic Odyssey.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it plummeted because of Jim Starlin, and the reread was really disastrous and more questions. So good, but the art was what brought it above every. It would have gone lower if any other artist beyond Mike Mignola was on it. It would be right there with Infinity Gauntlet at the bottom. It's like you got an option, cosmic characters, and the anti-life equation, and it's like, bleh. You got a guy painting a bomb yellow. That's your solution. That's your cosmic solution. Oh, we didn't paint the bomb yellow. Sorry, planet's gonna blow up.
It's my number 9. I just skipped 10, but my number 9 is Cosmic Odyssey. My number 10 was Umbrella Academy.
Dang, we haven't matched up yet.
No, we have not. I enjoy it the more I think about it, but I do remember as I was reading it, I was like, it's okay. And maybe it's a little tarnished because that was also around the time our friend passed away, so I might have some subtle...
by association.
By association. So I'm willing to read another Umbrella Academy. I think I've read enough and enjoyed enough of that one to try it again.
Well, my number 10 was Final Crisis. It's dead middle. It was Grant Morrison. Had a lot going on, but at the end of the day, what was accomplished? What happened? What was the what made it final? I don't know.
I don't know.
The art was good. The story was fine, but it truly was right in the middle. It was legitimately like you went the speed limit. You didn't push it. It was just like, it was there. My number 9, since you already jumped into yours, was Star Wars Dark Empire.
Bum, bum, bum.
That was number 9. Number 9. Yeah, that's where that one's at.
Number 8 for me was Dark Empire, so we're so close on that one.
Close on that one, yep.
And I'll go number 7 too. My 7 was the Hawkeye miniseries.
Ooh, dang.
I know, right?
Wow.
I think I had
so was that sentimental?
Mostly, yes. I just loved that series. And compared to Secret Wars, which I also loved that series, and then it went way down my list. Hawkeye at least remained for me as good as I remember it, even though nothing happened. It was enjoyable. Yeah. It was a fun read. I got a laugh out of it again.
And we found out that he wears tighty whities.
And he wears tighty whities. And that everybody has tables full of spools. So,
the old cable wire.
So, I mean, it stuck in my head for me for years, and it's still there. So, that's why I gave it number 7.
Yeah. Did you... 8 was Umbrella Academy on my end, and 7 was One Punch Man.
Okay, wow.
I liked Umbrella Academy. I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, I was buying them as they came out. I had the first 2 series, and I really enjoyed it. Liked the art, liked the story. But, again, it was just kind of a quirky ensemble group. But like you said, I think there was things that were better. And then with One Punch Man, that was my Hawkeye. That is the one I'm putting up higher at that level because of the sentimentality I have for it. I enjoyed it because I also knew where it was heading down the road. Yeah. I've gone through several issues of that. So what you saw at the beginning was truly kind of like I wouldn't even say it was setting the groundwork. It was just kind of like, we're just going to tell these tales very loosely until we get our direction. It's similar to watching Fred Flintstone bowl, where he kind of does it in place for quite a while before his feet touch the ground, and then poof, he's off running. And that's what this first issue at least was. A lot of just running in place without any forward movement, but then later on it kicks up quite a bit.
For Hawkeye, which was my 7 or 8 or whatever, I put The Long Halloween. Enjoyed it. Tim Sale's great. Didn't enjoy it as much as I thought, so that put it down a little bit for me. Otherwise, I would have said it was probably in my top 5, but it just missed it now.
Was that 7 or 6, or where are we at this point?
I think we're on 6, but we're going to have like an extra at the end.
So my number 6 was The Golden Age.
Okay.
Solid writing, solid art. It was an Elseworld story, which is fine, but it didn't have a huge emotional punch, and it didn't really push a whole lot that was like, oh, I would never have thought about it that way. But it was just very solid and well done. So I put it at 6.
DC's Golden Age is my number 5.
Oh, nice.
It had a little more impact for me, mostly because I knew the characters a little bit more.
Yeah.
And the art was gorgeous and not what I remembered. So I was pleasantly surprised with that art by Paul Smith. And so I was glad to have read it after so long, and so I think that's why it kind of stayed in my top 5. Number 4 for me was Final Crisis, way farther up than you. Grant Morrison at his finest. I thought it was fun and weird and confusing. And because of all those reasons, it wasn't higher up on my list, but it was at number 4, and just loved the series, which I didn't remember loving in the first place. So,
Well, my number 5 was All-Star Superman.
Oh,
I loved
down there.
Yeah, I loved the first several issues. Yeah, I loved the first several issues. And I loved the end. But then there was a stretch that felt like he was like, dang it, I dragged this one thing a little too long. And that was the Bizarro segment. I tried to redeem it. Even myself tried to redeem it. And I just couldn't really make it. That segment was just rough.
It just dragged everything down. And I agree with you. That was a great series. Probably should have been 8 issues.
And then my number 4 was The Long Halloween. So I put that at 4. It was a 12-issue series as well. It was a long run. 13, yeah, because it went from Halloween to Halloween. Though the reason that it wasn't higher was, even though we're talking like the top 4, I mean, this is still put it in 4, was I didn't like, there wasn't enough clues to make it really like, I could follow it. It's like, if it felt like an Agatha Christie mystery. I don't know if you've ever read any of her stories, but there's inevitably something that you would never have caught. They're engaging stories and it works really well, but at the end it's like, oh, that one time that when the person just happened to be in the right place at the right time, overheard something, and then they didn't explain what they overheard, but that was the only clue that they gave as to who the murderer was.
Only the detective knows, really.
Yeah, and it's like, so that's what it felt like when they revealed, again, spoiler alerts, was, that it was Harvey Dent's wife, but then Harvey took it on, and then there was another dude, the Falcone's son, that also took it on, and it's like, too many people trying to, taking credit for it, and it's just like, nope.
I did read, they came back and did a one-shot a couple years ago, and I started reading it, and I started reading it the other day, didn't finish reading it yet, but it was more about Hilda, the Calendar Man, and it was pretty interesting. I want you to read that. That's pretty good. I'll send it your way. We have 4 left, according to my
Well,
calculations.
I just did my number 4, so I'm in the top 3 myself.
I still have 4 issues left, or books left. So our numbering got off. So I'm going to go 1 through 4 again and just complete that. My number 4, which I just said was Final Crisis, but now that we fixed the numbering, my number 4 is All-Star Superman. I thought, like you, the beginning was great, and the end was great for the most part. And the middle was okay. I loved the Superman and Lois stuff. It's really what I wanted 12 issues of. Just them having adventures, and the Lois where she got superpowers was one of my favorite issues of all time. And just wanted more of that. It wasn't perfect, but it was pretty darn good. It should be up there in everyone's list to read.
I have Something Is Killing the Children at number 3.
Ooh, nice.
It was, I think, is it better than like All-Star and Superman and better than Long Halloween? Probably not in the long run, but I was so surprised how good it was. That's why it's up so high. It was by sheer surprise. It was one that it lingered with me, because of like, man, I wasn't anticipating this thing actually being that good. That, it will probably drop in another few months because I hadn't read it in a while. I only read that initial, story arc. But, I'm just really floored.
I'm going to tell you a secret. Something Is Killing the Children is my number 1.
What?
It is. And for the same reasons that you said it, it was just surprisingly good. And I couldn't wait to read the next issue. And it was just solid art and funky and weird, and it was everything I wanted a new series to be, like not confusing, but like the mystery, and I didn't understand everything. It kind of brought me back to when I was a kid and I was just starting out at DC reading all these things, and I didn't know everything, and it was just fun to figure out. And everything about that series was fun. And it's held up. I'm reading House of Slaughter, which is kind of a spin-off, and it's great too. And I'm really enjoying that. So I'm all in on Something That's Killing the Children. That's my number 1.
With a bullet.
With a bullet.
Your number 3?
My number 3, Tom Strong.
Whoa.
And I mean, that's a great series. We read the first 5 for the show, or 6. Solid artwork, great guest artist, solid story. No surprise that it was only pushed down because New Frontier was so good, and the art was so good, and only Something Is Killing the Children beat New Frontier. Just Darwin Cook's art, I could just eat that all day. Sorry, George Perez, but it was just so fun to look at New Frontier. And Tom Strong, I think in the long run, probably is one of my favorite series of all time. It didn't have any new shocks or surprises. It was, after a while, it was a little formulaic, but not really. I don't want to crush that series because it was so good too.
Yeah. I mean, it's really trying to say, like, pulling anything bad or negative out of it's really difficult.
Right.
Because it's one of those things where it's like, it's still like a 50 carat diamond.
Right.
And it's, you're just trying to find a simple flaw in that diamond, and it's like, no, there isn't one.
Right. Anything I would say would be so super nitpicky.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so good. We read the books and didn't really reveal much because we wanted you to go out and read it.
Yeah.
It
this is something good. Yeah.
And
and that factor of wanting to share it tells you that it's something that has tremendous value. If it weren't for, because like if you didn't want to share it, And if it's just like, yeah, that was good, and that was the end of it, then obviously it wasn't that good. But this one's like, man, you want to like, scream it from the rooftops. Read Tom Strong. It's that solid. So it sounds like you kind of like we flipped our top three. We did finally align on New Frontier. I put New Frontier at number 2, and then I had. So yeah, we finally matched up on one out of the 17/18. But yeah, Tom Strong, I put it at number 1. It was, New Frontier was an amazing achievement for one individual. I mean, you think about Darwin Cook wrote it, he colored it, he drew it, pasted it. In a lot of ways, it was flawless. The only thing I could say that was any negative was that, it was just in some ways retelling Green Lantern's origin and then the start of the Silver Age. So these were already established characters, and you kind of knew where they were going to go, and you're kind of along for the ride. And it was a good ride, and there wasn't anything that was wrong by any stretch. That's why it's number 2. But I felt that Tom Strong playing to classic tropes, which Alan Moore knows how to do really, really well. Explaining this Tarzan-like origin, mixes with Doc Savage, mixes with, any of the classic pulps, but makes it current and relevant to today's comic reader. And it just harkened back to like the fun that comics, and the same thing with New Frontier, the fun that comics could be. They don't have to be social, political, talking about angst in the real world. These are supposed to be escape books, and both New Frontier and Tom Strong are fantastic escapes.
Yeah, like I said, any of those top 5 could switch.
Yeah.
I like Something's Killing Children a little more than Tom Strong at times, but I can see Tom Strong being more solid. Unfortunately, Tom Strong's probably one of the few series we've read that the fewest people have read. Like, I doubt most of these other books that we've read, maybe Klaus, but, have been read fewer than Tom Strong did as a series. Just not, just don't hear anything about it.
No, it did make a huge splash. It wasn't one for like, oh man, they're gonna make a movie out of it, or but it was, again, they were starting their own imprint. It was part of Wildstorm, like Jim Lee said. You can make your own thing within, and we'll publish it for you.
If you have any ideas,
except for you green face people,
right? No green face people. If you have any preferences on our order, or have a list of your own on what you thought was better, please let us know. We are at This Is Why I Love Comics at gmail.com. We're on the Facebook and This Is Why I Love Comics podcast. We're on the Twitter at And This Is Why IL1. Next year, we might do some YouTube stuff. So that might be kind of cool. Some videos. We might try it out.
Yep. And find out that we have faces for podcasts.
Right. So that's exciting. We'll let you know when we start experimenting, I guess is a good word for it.
Yeah.
And we'll figure that out. Happy holidays to you, to Matt's, to our RPG friends, to Thunder Chicken, to our families and friends and everybody else in our lives. Thanks for hanging around.
Appreciate it. And
that's all I gotta say. Happy New Year to those people.
The fact that we're coming up to 2023, can you imagine? I mean, like, legit, like 2023. As a kid, did you ever like go, what will I be like when I'm 2023? Will we have clones of ourselves doing our day-to-day jobs?
Right? I thought I'd be wealthier, but that's the way it is.
Yeah.
I'm wealthier in family and spirit.
Oh man! Pour on the holiday cheer. Woo! Somebody gave him a fruitcake. That one is pretty dense.
Pass the eggnog. Let's go.
If that cat had 9 lives, he done used them all.
Thanks, Mike, for doing the podcast with me again this year. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, perfect.
Means a lot. I'm glad we are doing this together.
Yep, because we couldn't trick anybody else into it.
Right. So for This Is Why I Love Comics, I'm Andy.
And I'm Mike.
And have a great New Year's, and we will see you early in a couple weeks. Be safe.
Geology.
Rock.
That's what that was. Rocks. Things we can't remember.
Shiny
Stuff.
old things we find in the earth.
When I walk on something solid, what is that?
Right.
You went green face. Never go full green face.
And,
He-Man wouldn't be considered a...
Right. I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm going to go get a glass of water. And I'll be right back.
Yep.
Stay tuned for station identification.
Wow, the cliffhanger that he's leaving this on.
Dun, dun, dun.
Gotta get some water. Did he get it? Did he get the water? Now that he's away, I can do my own trivia. What things makes Andy scared? Spiders? Sharks? Intimate alone time with his children? You, the listener, decide. Trivia question number 2. If Andy was a color, what color would he be? Chartreuse? Mauve? Plaid? Or the spectrum of all colors combined? Question number 3. He said he was going to get some water, but is that secret code for something else? You decide. Release the Kraken!